Embark on a journey that will transform the way you think, feel, and experience the world. If you've ever wondered how some people seem to effortlessly attract everything they desire, whether it's wealth, health, success, or happiness, then you're about to uncover the key. The secret isn't in waiting for things to happen or chasing after them. It's in embodying the energy of what you want, as if it's already yours. This isn't just a metaphor or a motivational phrase. This is rooted in science, quantum physics, and the profound connection between your thoughts, emotions, and the very fabric of reality. When you learn to embody the state of being that aligns with your desires, you unlock a hidden potential that collapses time and space, drawing your dreams closer with each passing moment. This is your power. Are you ready to step into the life you've always dreamed of? Then let's dive in. To begin, let's delve into the concept of the quantum field, a powerful, yet often misunderstood aspect of reality. It may sound complex at first, but it's a force that we are all constantly interacting with, even if we're not fully aware of it. The quantum field is not something distant or abstract. It is the very foundation of the universe. It is the invisible web of energy that connects everything. Your thoughts, feelings, and energy are all continuously broadcasting signals into this field, shaping the reality you experience, often in ways that go unnoticed. The quantum field can be likened to an ocean of infinite possibilities. It is vast, dynamic, and alive, filled with energy waiting to be tapped into. Imagine yourself standing on the edge of this ocean. Every thought, every feeling you have sends out ripples into the water, signaling the field. These vibrations are not random. They're directly tied to the internal state you are in at any given moment. Just as a stone thrown into a pond sends out ripples, your energy emits waves that travel outward, influencing the world around you and drawing certain experiences back to you. The energy you project is not only shaped by your conscious thoughts, but also by your emotional state. It's not just about thinking something or wanting something. It's about aligning the energy of your emotions with the energy of your thoughts. Together, this creates a signal, a frequency, that the quantum field picks up on, sending back the corresponding experiences that match that frequency. If your emotions and thoughts are aligned in harmony, you can begin to attract the experiences, opportunities, and outcomes you desire. If they are in conflict, the field reflects that as well, often bringing experiences that feel misaligned or frustrating. This brings us to the concept of coherence, which is central to effectively interacting with the quantum field. Coherence is not just an abstract idea. It's a very real, measurable state of alignment between your mind, body, and energy. When you are in a state of coherence, your brain and heart are synchronized, and your energy becomes like a laser, focused, powerful, and capable of accessing the right information and experiences from the quantum field. In contrast, when you are in a state of incoherence, such as stress or emotional turmoil, your energy becomes scattered. This scattershot energy makes it much harder for you to manifest your desires and access the opportunities you're seeking. Think of it like try to tune into a radio station. If you're not aligned with the right frequency, you'll hear static and interference. But when you dial into the right frequency, when your brain and heart are in coherence, you begin to receive clear signals from the quantum field. Opportunities, synchronicities, and positive experiences begin to show up in your life, almost as if the universe is conspiring to make your desires a reality. The reality of the quantum field is that it doesn't recognize space or time in the way we understand it in our everyday lives. It's not limited by the rules of physical existence. The field is a space where everything exists simultaneously. Past, present, and future are all happening at once. And when you learn how to connect to the quantum field, you have the ability to influence the future long before it physically manifests. But how do you begin to harness the power of the quantum field? The answer lies in coherence. To understand how coherence works, we first need to explore how your brain and heart interact with each other and with the quantum field. The brain is constantly scanning your environment for potential threats. This is a survival mechanism that has kept humans safe for thousands of years. When your brain perceives danger, it switches into fight or flight mode, pumping stress hormones into your system to prepare for action. This is all well and good when you're facing an immediate physical threat. But what happens when this stress response is triggered by thoughts of work, finances, or relationships? Things that aren't immediately dangerous, but are perceived as such by your brain? In this state of constant stress, your brain goes into overdrive. It begins firing off electrical signals in a rapid, disorganized manner, leading to what scientists refer to as brain incoherence. Your thoughts become fragmented, jumping from one problem to another, and your focus is scattered. This scattered energy makes it nearly impossible to connect with the quantum field in any meaningful way, let alone manifest your desires. When you're in a state of stress, you're sending out conflicting signals. One part of your brain might be focused on a potential opportunity, while another is consumed with fear of failure or doubt. This confusion and incoherence create a disconnect between you and the quantum field. The key to breaking free from this cycle is learning to bring your brain and heart into a state of coherence. But what exactly does that mean? Coherence happens when the brain and heart work together in harmony. It's a state in which your mind and body are aligned, creating a unified energy that sends out a clear, powerful signal to the quantum field. This is a state where your thoughts and emotions are synchronized, and your energy is focused and coherent. When your brain and heart are in coherence, several things happen. First, your brain waves slow down from the chaotic, high-frequency states associated with stress to a more coherent, slower frequency that is conducive to higher levels of focus, creativity, and problem-solving. The brain becomes calm and centered, which allows you to access a clearer state of awareness. This clarity makes it easier to visualize your desires and align your emotions with them. At the same time, your heart begins emitting a stronger electromagnetic field. In fact, the heart produces a field that is about 5,000 times stronger than the brain's electromagnetic field, and it has the ability to affect the energy around you. When your heart is in a state of coherence, this electromagnetic field becomes more organized and harmonious, sending out a powerful signal to the quantum field. This strong, coherent signal has the power to influence your external environment and attract the people, circumstances, and experiences you need to bring your desires to fruition. But how do you achieve this state of coherence? Achieving coherence takes practice. It requires you to consciously slow down, tune in to your internal state, and shift your focus away from the constant chatter of the external world. The first step in this process is learning to breathe deeply and slowly. Deep, controlled breathing has been shown to have a profound effect on your brain and nervous system. When you breathe deeply, you activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for the relaxation response. This helps to calm the brain, slow down your brain waves, and create a state of coherence. By focusing on your breath, you shift your attention away from external distractions and begin to tune in to your body's internal rhythm. Next, you need to focus on your heart. The heart is a powerful center of energy, and when you bring your attention to it, you begin to activate its electromagnetic field. One powerful technique for activating the heart is to practice gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most effective ways to bring your emotions into alignment with your desires. When you feel gratitude, your heart's electromagnetic field becomes stronger, and the signals you send to the quantum field become more powerful. Incorporating gratitude into your daily routine can be as simple as pausing for a few moments each day to reflect on the things you are grateful for. You don't have to focus on big events. Sometimes, the smallest moments of gratitude can create the greatest shifts. It could be gratitude for your health, your relationships, or even the ability to breathe. The key is to genuinely feel the emotion of gratitude as you focus on it. Another important practice for achieving coherence is visualization. Visualization allows you to focus your mind on the outcome you desire. When you close your eyes and vividly imagine yourself already living the life you want, you create a powerful mental image that your brain begins to accept as real. As you visualize, you want to also bring in the corresponding emotions. How will it feel to have the wealth, health, or success you desire? By pairing the image with the emotion, you create a more coherent signal to the quantum field. Over time, as you practice these techniques, you will begin to notice a shift. Your thoughts and emotions will become more aligned, and you'll find yourself increasingly in a state of coherence. The more coherent your energy is, the more effortlessly you will begin to manifest the life you desire. You'll notice synchronicities, unexpected opportunities, and a general sense of ease as you move through the world. The ultimate power of coherence is its ability to collapse time and space. When you are in a state of coherence, your energy becomes aligned with the potential of your future. You stop living in reaction to the past, and instead, you begin to create your future. As you align your energy with your desires and emotions, you begin to attract those desires to you. Opportunities arise. Synchronicities occur. People show up in your life who can help you. It's not that the quantum field is handing you your desires on a silver platter. It's that your energy becomes a beacon, attracting the experiences that match your frequency. You stop feeling like you're chasing after something that's just out of reach. Instead, you realize that your desires are already on their way to you, and all you have to do is stay aligned with them. When you're in a state of coherence, your life begins to unfold with grace and ease. You stop forcing things to happen, and instead, you trust in the process. You trust that your energy is working in your favor, and that the quantum field is constantly responding to the signals you are sending out. There is a simple truth in the universe that has the potential to revolutionize your life. Your emotions are the magnets that attract your reality. This is not merely a motivational catchphrase. It is a scientifically backed concept grounded in the power of energy and frequency. Your thoughts set the intention, but it is your emotions that hold the key to drawing those intentions into your experience. While many people are focused on thinking their way to success, fulfillment, or abundance, what they often overlook is the incredible influence that emotion has in shaping their lives. Emotions are not just fleeting feelings. They are powerful energy currents that run through your body. Each emotion carries its own frequency. When you feel a positive emotion, such as joy or gratitude, your energy field vibrates at a higher frequency. In contrast, negative emotions like fear, frustration, or resentment lower your vibration, keeping you anchored to an energy that may not serve you in the pursuit of your desires. Imagine for a moment, how would it feel to wake up tomorrow and realize that you are living the life you've always dreamed of? Perhaps it's the feeling of financial freedom, the excitement of achieving a personal goal, or the deep sense of contentment in your relationships. The key here is that in order to attract these things into your life, you must first embody the emotional state of having them. Think of it this way. Emotions are the language that your subconscious mind understands. The law of attraction suggests that what you focus on, you bring into your life. When you focus on joy, excitement, or gratitude, you raise your energy, sending out a signal that resonates with those same emotions. The quantum field responds by reflecting back to you situations, people, and opportunities that match your elevated emotional state. However, this process is not always as simple as it sounds. Many people are so deeply entrenched in past emotional states that they fail to realize they are operating on old patterns. This emotional stuckness keeps them trapped in cycles that they have created based on past experiences. When you wake up and immediately start thinking about the stress from work, money issues, or unresolved relationship dynamics, you are reaffirming old emotional states. You are essentially living your life on autopilot, stuck in a loop that perpetuates feelings of lack or frustration. This keeps your energy misaligned with the future you wish to create. The power of transformation lies in your ability to break free from these habitual emotional patterns. By consciously choosing new, elevated emotional states, you begin to shift your energy and your frequency. Instead of reacting to the world around you, you begin to consciously create your reality by choosing emotions that are in alignment with the life you desire. Let's explore some of the elevated emotions that can help you break free from past patterns and recalibrate your energy. Gratitude is one of the most potent emotions for transforming your frequency. When you focus on what you are grateful for, you begin to raise your energy and send out a signal of abundance. Your heart opens, your energy aligns, and the quantum field picks up on your elevated frequency. As you continue to feel gratitude, it creates a magnetic pull, attracting even more reasons for you to feel grateful into your life. Gratitude is not just a tool for manifesting. It also has profound effects on your body. Research has shown that gratitude activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps regulate stress and promote feelings of relaxation and peace. The simple act of appreciating what you already have sends a signal to your brain and body that you are safe, abundant, and supported. This creates the perfect environment for new opportunities to manifest. Similarly, joy is another emotion that carries a high frequency. Think of joy as a signal that your desires are already present. When you feel joy in the present moment, you create a powerful force that aligns you with the future you are creating. Joy elevates your vibration and helps you move out of the lower emotional states such as doubt, fear, or frustration. It is a powerful confirmation that the future you desire is already here in the energetic realm. If emotions are the magnets that attract your reality, then it follows that the key to manifesting what you desire is to consistently elevate your emotional state. Yet, the challenge many people face is that their emotional state is often tied to past experiences. You wake up, and your first thought might be about the stress from yesterday, perhaps an unresolved issue at work or a lingering worry about money. These thoughts trigger emotional responses that reflect your past experience, and before you know it, you're back in the same emotional cycle that you've been in for years. In this way, your emotions keep you tethered to the past, which prevents you from fully stepping into your future. The reality is that you cannot manifest the life you desire from an emotional state that reflects your past. To create a new reality, you must first create a new emotional state, one that is aligned with your future, not your past. But how do you break free from this cycle? The answer lies in conscious emotional transformation. The process begins with mindfulness. By becoming aware of the emotional patterns that arise throughout the day, you can begin to identify when you are stuck in a past emotion. This awareness allows you to take control of your emotional state and consciously choose to elevate it. For example, let's say you find yourself waking up every morning and feeling anxious about a project at work. This anxiety is rooted in past experiences of stress, perhaps from a previous job or past challenges. But what if, instead of succumbing to this anxiety, you consciously choose to shift your focus to a feeling of gratitude? Take a deep breath and start by acknowledging the things you're grateful for. This might be the opportunity to work on something you're passionate about, or the support you have from colleagues or loved ones. As you shift your focus, you begin to feel a sense of peace and calm. This new emotional state sends out a signal to the quantum field that you are ready to create new experiences that reflect this higher vibration. Over time, this practice of consciously choosing elevated emotions will become a habit. The more you practice shifting your emotional state, the more automatic it becomes. Eventually, you will be able to maintain a state of elevated emotion regardless of external circumstances. This is emotional mastery. When you master your emotions, you take control of your energy, which in turn allows you to attract the experiences you desire. It's important to note that this process is not about repressing or denying negative emotions. It's about becoming aware of them and then choosing not to be defined by them. It's about creating a space between the trigger and your emotional reaction so that you can choose how to respond. By consciously shifting from a low-frequency emotional state to a high-frequency one, you begin to change the trajectory of your life. Now that we understand the importance of emotional elevation, let's look at how to practically apply this knowledge in your life. One powerful technique for transforming your emotional state is to use visualization in conjunction with elevated emotions. As you visualize your desired outcome, whether it's financial abundance, health, or personal success, imagine yourself already living that reality. Feel the emotions that would accompany that experience. How would it feel to wake up every day knowing that your dreams have already come true? Allow yourself to fully experience those emotions as if they are happening right now. For example, if you desire financial abundance, visualize yourself waking up to a life where money flows effortlessly into your life. Feel the excitement, freedom, and peace of mind that comes with financial stability. As you continue to embody these emotions, you begin to shift your energy. The quantum field responds by reflecting back experiences that align with this new, elevated frequency. Another practice that can help you elevate your emotional state is gratitude journaling. Each day, take a few moments to reflect on the things you're grateful for, both big and small. Writing down your gratitude helps solidify the emotion in your body and aligns your energy with abundance. It's easy to focus on what's not working in your life, but by intentionally practicing gratitude, you train your mind to look for the good, which shifts your energy and opens the door to even more blessings. Embodied meditation is another powerful practice for elevating your emotional state. This practice combines meditation with physical movement, allowing you to fully embody the elevated emotions you wish to feel. As you meditate, you focus on breathing deeply and feeling the emotions of joy, gratitude, or love in your body. With each breath, you imagine your body filling with positive energy, and as you move through the meditation, you begin to align your emotional state with the life you wish to create. This practice helps you anchor your new emotional state in the physical body, making it easier to access these elevated emotions throughout your day. At first glance, the concept of collapsing time and space might seem to border on the fantastical. It sounds like something out of science fiction, a notion that could be easily dismissed as impossible. Yet, when you delve deeper into the principles of quantum mechanics, you begin to see that the nature of reality is far more flexible and fluid than we've been taught to believe. In the quantum field, time and space are not fixed, unchangeable constructs. Rather, they are malleable and responsive to the energy and consciousness you emit. When you begin to align with your desires, you effectively collapse time and space in ways that allow your manifestations to materialize with a sense of ease and speed that seems almost magical. To understand how collapsing time and space works, we first need to look at the foundational principles of quantum physics. Quantum theory teaches us that at the subatomic level, particles do not behave in the predictable ways that we experience on a daily basis. Instead of moving along fixed paths, particles like electrons can exist in multiple places at once, and they can even influence each other over vast distances instantaneously. This phenomenon, known as quantum entanglement, has been observed in numerous experiments and demonstrates that time and space are not the rigid dimensions we tend to think of them as. In quantum mechanics, time is not linear in the traditional sense. It's more like a series of probabilities and potentialities, all of which exist simultaneously. If you've ever had a feeling of déjà vu, or experienced a knowing that something was going to happen before it did, you were likely tapping into this non-linear aspect of time. In the quantum realm, time is fluid, and when you are energetically aligned with your desires, you create a resonance that allows you to bypass the traditional waiting period we typically associate with manifestation. The same principle applies to space. Instead of being a fixed, unyielding backdrop to events in our lives, space is equally malleable and influenced by the energy we project. Think of space as a vast, open field that responds to the frequency of the energy you emit. When you vibrate at a frequency that aligns with your desires, the universe rearranges itself to bring those desires into your experience, often in ways that seem to defy the normal constraints of time and space. The process of collapsing time and space begins when you embody your desires, which means fully aligning with the energy and emotions of what you wish to manifest. It's not enough to simply think about your goals or visualize them from a distance. You must feel them, embody them, and energetically match the frequency of the life you wish to create. When you do this, you stop treating your desires as something distant and unattainable. Instead, you align with the energy of your future self, the version of you who already has everything you desire. The more you align with that version of yourself, the more powerful your energy becomes. As your energy becomes more coherent and powerful, you begin to collapse time and space, allowing opportunities and synchronicities to flow toward you effortlessly. For example, let's say you are seeking a new career or business opportunity. Instead of fixating on the how, or feeling anxious about the timeline of when this will happen, you focus on embodying the feelings of success, fulfillment, and confidence that would come with the career of your dreams. As you align yourself with these emotions, you begin to energetically draw people, opportunities, and circumstances that resonate with that vision. Instead of working hard to chase down opportunities, you become a magnet, attracting the right situations to you at precisely the right time. The key to collapsing time and space lies in achieving coherence between your mind, body, and energy field. Coherence occurs when your thoughts, emotions, and intentions are harmonized and aligned with your desires. This alignment creates a focused, powerful energy that sends a clear, consistent signal to the quantum field. When you are in a state of coherence, you are no longer scattered in your thoughts, emotions, or energy. Your mind is not jumping from one thought to the next. Your emotions are not in conflict with your desires, and your energy is fully aligned with the vision of your future. In this state, you become a clear, concentrated force that can access the vast potential of the quantum field. As your energy becomes more coherent, you activate the potentiality within the quantum field. The universe begins to rearrange circumstances, pull in the right people, and create the necessary opportunities to bring your desires into reality. This process happens with a natural flow and ease, as if time and space have collapsed to allow for the rapid manifestation of your goals.